it's time to talk about the 2022 season. And I know you guys are thinking like, really, I'm filming this the Saturday after Thanksgiving, but I'm probably not gonna post it until January because I don't want you guys, just gotta get through the holidays first, right? So anyway, I have ordered some seeds already. I'm gonna go through the seeds that I've gotten thus far. I'm going to give you a little bit of bio. This is going to be a pretty long video. And of course, this is just the beginning because there's other seeds that I've added to my list and there's other plants that I'm adding to my list that I have to order. And so we're going to take this one video at a time. So let me go get the catalog because these seed packets from Geo Seeds have nothing on them. Okay guys, so this right here is the 2021-2022 Geo Seeds list price. The great thing about Geo Seeds, so this thing is, let me see, 129 pages. But the thing is, let me see if I can get, see that? Okay, there are no pictures, so it's all text. That's 129 pages of text. Now, it's primarily for professionals, though you can, like me, you can order, if you're an individual gardener, you can order them. They have much higher quantities. And so, for example, like I'm in the Echinacea section, there's the Artisan series Echinacea. And so they have a trade pack that's got 100 seeds, and of course, if you need them in much bigger quantities, like you're a grower, then of course you can get them in 1,000 seeds. So what it is that they're a clearinghouse for seeds. So basically some of these seeds, a lot of these seeds aren't, it's not like they personally grow these seeds. They get them from other places. So some of the seeds I have are like from Poland, Germany, Holland, that sort of thing. But they pretty much have everything and anything that you could possibly want. So that's what I like about them. If you have a small garden, I would recommend that you get together with a few friends and purchase them together. Because the trade packs are actually pretty inexpensive. Like for example, lobelia. There's a Queen Victoria lobelia. The trade pack, which is a smaller quantity, is 1,000 seeds for $3.15. So it's really economical actually. So I've already ordered one batch of seeds. I probably do have to get some more for spring. I ordered these because these are the seeds that I'm going to be winter sowing. And so I'm going to take a break right now. I'm going to put these in alphabetical order so that I can go through the book so that I don't have to flip. And then we'll go over everything. Okay guys, so I'm back. I tabbed everything that I'm going to talk to you guys about. So we're going to take this in alphabetical order. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go over all the hollyhocks I got. Now, there's a couple different types of hollyhocks. There's some that are called like in the Malva family. These hollyhocks are Alcea rosea. So these are the more traditional hollyhocks. So I got a few different types. So number one is Aubade. And this gets 2 feet in a container, so you can grow it in a container, or 4 feet in the ground. It's branching in floriferous. And so this one is a range of colors. So it's deep purple through reddish purple to rose to light pink, cream, pink, yellow, and white. So I'm going to put this primarily in the promenade beds because I'm looking to do like a perennial border, and this is what this is supposed to be good for. The nice thing is they won't get too tall because 4 feet, because a lot of times with hollyhocks, some of the other ones can get like 6 feet tall. This one will be shorter. Unfortunately, this is not first year blooming, so when I'm going to winter sow it, but I'm going to have to wait until 2023 to get blooms off of it. So that's a little bit sad, but I think it'll be well worth it. And I'm going to do some reviews because I don't know that because a lot of people don't sell this. So I'm going to try to figure out if there's any way that you can perennialize this a little bit longer, because a lot of times with hollyhocks, once they bloom, they do start seeding, they die, and it's almost more like a biennial. But I have been told, I think if you clip them right away, it kind of can force them to perennialize. But the thing with the hollyhocks is that they tend to be a short-term perennial, so maybe like 5 years. So they don't have a long lifespan like something like peony. Okay, so then the next hollyhock I got is called Queeny Salmon. And the Queeny series of hollyhocks are 20 inches, so it's a compact base branched habit, bright blooms up to 4 inches in diameter with frilly edges and a powder puff cushioned center. Flowers first summer from early spring sowing. So I'm going to be winter sowing this, so that means I should definitely be getting some blooms. This is like a light peach, so this is going to be an orange section. Cannot wait for this. Then I did Spring Celebrities Lemon. So the Spring Celebrity series is also a miniature version. It's 18 inches if you grow it in a pot. It's 24 inches in the ground. It is first year flowering and no vernalization is needed, meaning you don't have to winter sow it. But I'm gonna do it anyway because I don't think it's gonna hurt it. Well, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'll try I'll do like half winter sowing in January, and I'll try half like in March and see what happens in the greenhouse. And so this is gonna be yellow. It's gonna be like a lemony yellow. I think it's gonna be really pretty. Then the next series of plants that I got are Amaranthus. So Amaranthus is what you guys would have heard of as maybe like Love Life's Bleeding and Amaranth. I mean, generally Amaranth. It's also known as Love Life's Bleeding, depending upon the variety. So the reason I got these particular ones is because they were either green or green with another color. And so, as you guys know, I'm looking for, flowers that have green to go into my green section. Okay, so the first one is called Amaranthus hypochondriacus, which green thumb. And so green thumb is 16 inches. It's bright green, upright spikes. It's companion to pygmy torch. Pygmy torch is a red one. So if you guys, with amaranth, and I'm going to put a picture of it, but some of the amaranth has the drooping cascades, kind of like the dreadlocks, and then some of them are more upright and kind of, to a certain extent, remind you a little bit more of Celosia. So this is one of the ones that are upright that's going to remind you a little bit more like Celosia. Then I got Amaranthus cruentus Autumn's Touch, and I saw this one on Floret. And so this one gets 3 feet tall. It's pistachio and cream tipped with bronze, broad spikes over deep green foliage. It's a long-lasting cut flower or easy field-grown specialty item. It's a stately annual specimen or a hedger. So, I think for this one, I feel like I've got options. I could put some of this in the orange section. I also do have 4 flower beds in the, what I refer to as the middle garden. So if you know where the fountain is, like the beds around that are the memorial garden, and then there's like a diamond shaped walk, and then there's beds on either side of that, and then there's another walkway, and then the outer beds. So the middle section. So I have, that's kind of open space, so I probably will put some in there. And then last but not least, I got the Amaranthus caudatus, and that I got the green Cascade mix. So this is 32 to 38 inches tall. It's lime green tassels, which should droop and cascade from a top sturdy stems, a choice filler material for arrangements, and a bold annual landscape hedger. So this is definitely going to go into the green section. Okay, then I got some asters. Okay, because this year I started getting into them. And this aster, unfortunately, is not a perennial. This is one that is an annual, kind of like the, what was that one I grew this past year? The Chamois Tower aster. So this one is called Rose Frost. It's a daylight variety, the daylight series. So this one gets 30 inches. It's a pro quality spray type flower, excellent in mixed bouquets. Vigorous plants produce like a lot of 1-inch single flower. The frosty ones shift from white to color through maturity, showing a spectrum of color along the stem. So I got the Rose Frost, so I cannot wait to see this one. I think it's going to be kind of cool. I'll probably put this one in the pink section, as well as a couple in the middle garden, and this one could also go in the promenade because the colors in the promenade garden are red, pink, white, and purple. Okay, then I went with some calendula. Now, with the calendula, the thing with calendula, and I'm going to be trying different varieties because last year I had like Pink Surprise, I had Coffee and Cream, and a couple of other ones that I know, actually sprouted, but when I actually got them in the ground, I really couldn't see a whole difference, that much of a difference between them. And I don't know if it's because of where they were growing, like the amount of full sun they were getting was kind of like fading out the colors, so they look kind of similar. But I used all of my calendula seeds and I really enjoyed it. So this year I'm going to try Cantaloupe. And so Cantaloupe is 24 inches high, it spreads a foot, and it's the shades of apricot, pink, and cream. So large double flowers with a dark or yellow center, erect habit, good for borders or planters. It's especially cut flowers, produces very pretty pastel mix for a ready-made bouquet. So this is going to go in the orange section and probably some of the middle beds, but I can't wait to see that. So there's other ones. There's other calendula, and basically what I'll be doing is, I think over the years, I'll just be trying a bunch until I see something I like, because these are annuals, so I will always have to plant them, but I don't want to settle on the first thing. I want to try a bunch, and I gotta be honest with you, this particular, they have, let me see how many they actually have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27. They have like 28 varieties, so I got plenty to play with, y'all. And of course, the thing is, I'm going to make my garden bigger, and obviously when I make my garden bigger, depending upon what's going on, I can, maybe I'll put cantaloupe in one section and a different one in a different section. So I will have definitely plenty of space to play with, people. Okay, so then the next one is Celosia. So I grew some Celosia this past year. It was Chief Flame. It actually kind of bloomed later on in the summer. I really, really liked it. And I definitely want to do more of those. And so, let's see how many I got this time. I started off with 3. And so let me go over the ones that I got. And I just lost my page. You know what, guys? I think I forgot to actually, oh, here we go. So this is Celosia Christada. So the first one I got was part of the bar series. And so the bar series, these are 3 feet widely spaced. They'll get 4 feet tall, though tightly spaced. So this is one you probably want to space a little bit more closely. It's exotic colored flowers with broad, distinctly mohawk-shaped cones, very robust, and less susceptible to thrips than most. Extra long shelf life due to extremely tough stems. And so I got Bora Purple, which is a fuzzy pink base with intense ruby red cones. So that'll go in the red section. And then I got Bossa Champagne. And so that one is green base with creamy apricot frilled cone. So probably it will go in the orange section and maybe the middle garden. I don't know. All I know is I can't wait. Like I said, it tends to bloom a little bit later, so I'm so excited. And then the last one I have is Celosia, let's see, Sylphid. Oh, Sylphid. Okay, here we go. Okay, and so this one is 30 inches in the ground. It'll get 40 inches at close spacing. It's a long, feathery lime green plumes borne on stiff stem. Very productive, good for centerpiece or as a bouquet filler, well suited as a field-grown cut flower. Can be carried into winter production under glass when light and heat are available. Also good for mass planting. So, yeah, I'm not growing it for those purposes, but I'm actually thinking about doing some raised beds and basically covering them with hoops, with plastic, so this might be one to do, but this will go in the green section. Then I got some
Delphinium. Now this is a Delphinium consolida or consolida. It's a larkspur, but this is an actual perennial larkspur. A lot of the larkspur you see tend to be annuals, but this one is not. So this one is hardy to zone 0. I don't even know where zone 0 is. So, but let's go over this one. So let's see. I've got let's see, the Fancy series, and so the Fancy series gets 47 inches tall. It's a cut flower series. Let's see, and the one I got was blue purple. So it says blue purple is a vibrant combo of purple and blue. So that's gonna go obviously go in the blue purple section. And then I got Fancy purple Picotee, and I guess purple Picotee, because usually when they say something is Picotee, it usually has one color at the base and then a different color on the fringe. So let me look that one up right quick. Yes, well, you guys can see from the picture, basically it's a different color towards the base and then it's got like purple on the edges. So that's gonna look pretty. The last one I got is called Fancy Smokey Eyes. Now the Fancy Smokey Eyes is near white with faint, cloudy, grayish lilac. I could put this in the purple section. Quite frankly, I could actually tuck some of these in the white section because it'll give the white section a little bit more dimension. But yeah, no, I can't wait for that. Okay, so then I did some Nicotiana. So I did the Nicotiana lime green. So this is 32 inches tall. Okay, so listen to this description, guys. It's absolutely hysterical. Intense sulfuric green hue, a classic among ornamental tobaccos. If the devil were jealous, he'd wear this in his lapel. Lime green Nicotiana, guys. And for some reason I got like 2,000 seeds. I don't know why, but whatever. Okay guys, next we're going to go into the poppies. So this year I got some perennial poppies. I'm definitely going to be getting some more annual poppies, but these are just, and with the annuals, I guess I need to step on that and actually, I mean, I have some seeds saved over from what was in the red section last year, but I definitely need to order some other kinds, and we'll talk about that later. But some of the perennial ones I got, this Papaver Nudical Champagne Bubbles. And so these are Iceland poppies. And so with the champagne bubbles, it's 15 inches. It's uniform with sturdy habit and large flowers. Color, formula mix, orange, pink, scarlet, yellow, and white. I got the yellow kind. So this is going to go into the yellow section. And these are hardy to zone 3. And then I did Papaver Rupifragrum. And that is, this one is double Tangerine Gem. And so this gets 2 feet tall. It's first year flowering. It's abundant blooms, soft tangerine orange with double rows of soft feathery petals over silver foliage. And it's attractive in borders, useful in containers. And this is hardy to zone 6. Okay. Then I did some Penstemon, also known as Beard's Tongue. I don't even remember what made me get into Penstemon. It's Penstemon X Mexicali. So basically, I guess it's a regular Penstemon crossed with the Penstemon Mexicali. I'll have to look that up. I'm not really sure what it's crossed with, but it is a hybrid. And so I got the Starburst Ruby. So this is 16 inches. It says easy to germinate. A profusion of white-centered ruby red blossoms on 16-inch stems. Graceful, bushy, hardy perennial with shimmering, narrow, glossy green foliage. So the cherry sparks didn't have white in it, but this one does. But I think it's going to be a very pretty addition to the red section, because with the red section this year, don't get me wrong, I liked what I had. The thing is, a lot of the stuff I had more of a red with purplish in it, and I definitely want some things that are in there that are more like a primary type red. Okay, so next up is Platycodon.
which is also known as Ballon Flower. This is one that I'm going to be winter sowing. So let's see. The Platy, I did the Platycodon grandiflorus, and so that is hardy to zone 3. And so I did the Florist series of this. And so this is a 32 inches tall. It's considered to be extra tall. It's upright habit, early blooming, suited to professional cut flower, easy culture both in field and undercover, can yield multi-year crops. And so I got Florist Rose, so that's going to be in the pink section, I think, and then Florist Snow. And so these are perennials. Like I said, they're absolutely beautiful. Okay, so the last ones I got are Scabiosa, and these are Pincushion flowers that are annuals. Okay, so the first one that I got is a Scabiosa Atropurpurea Fata Morgana. And so I got this one because this one, it gets 40 inches tall. It's an unusual blushing pinkish yellow, blends well with many other colors. It makes a beautiful show all on its own. Erect stems and durable blooms, good for subject for field-grown cut flower crops. So that's going to be this one. And then last but not least, this is one I had seen featured on a couple people's. I think it was like North Lawn Flower Farm. I know Florette has it. I did see some in at Wick Garden, and I'll link the video somewhere when I was touring it. And it's called Scabiosa stellata Starflower Pincushion. And so this one is 2 feet tall. It bears lilac flowers in clusters, 1 to 2 inches diameter. The thing I think people primarily grow for is the seed pod. It matures to a caramel colored golf ball sized sphere on stiff slender stems. And so each floret bears intricate radial markings, useful and interesting in dried arrangements for especially cut flower work. So that's really why I got this one, was for the seed head. This year I'm going to be, well, this year, by the time you guys see this video, it'll be past the new year, so you guys will have seen that I did a botanical tree with some hydrangeas. I'm looking to get other flowers that are going to look nice dried on the tree, and so this one I think will work well. So guys, that's it for what I've gotten from, what's the name of this place? Geo Seeds. I can't believe I got it. That for right now, I probably will put in another order. And so, yeah, so I'm really excited. Like I said, these are going to be winter sowed. Okay, guys, I knew there was one that I forgot. This is when you know you have too many. Okay, guys, so this is called Laphyris odoratus. It's the Little Sweetheart mix. And so this is a sweet pea, but this one is actually a miniature one. So it's 20 inches trailing to 2 feet. It's a compact trailer. Small sweet scented mix for baskets and containers and beds. So I do have some planters out there, so I think it'll be kind of nice to have like whatever I have in the center, like I guess my thriller, and then use this as a spiller. So I'm going to be starting these too. So guys, that is the end of this particular segment. So I'm really excited about that. This year I'm definitely going to be doing a lot less winter sowing than I did in the past, because last year I was really trying to start that garden. And of course, I'm sure that, you know, when I start in future sections, there's some years I'll be doing a lot more winter sowing than others, but this year should be a lot more manageable. The other thing I've since realized that some things really, I was really terrified to plant things out early because I was afraid the cool weather was going to kill it. And I don't know why, because, you know, they came up in those cups. They were already like frost hardy at that point. So, you know, some of these, like once the snow starts, you know, melting and I see like, you know, they're an inch or two, I'm going to start getting them in the ground, even if that's in March, because, you know, they can handle it. And then by the time, you know, May gets here, because last year we had an early spike in hot temperatures, they will have had a couple of months to get, you know, that root development in, kind of get acclimated to the ground, and that way when we finally do get heat, they won't be trying to get themselves established. So that's where I'm going to go with that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys found some seeds that you would like to add to your collection, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!